Guys are currently on a train going towards, supposedly the right in Zagreus, which is the capital of Dianopolis. We last left off with Buli, Yizel, Vesden, and Hyphen being snapped out of repeated dreams over and over and over again, and Oneki going with Shanti to try to save the other passengers on the other side of the ship. Now, the four of you were going towards the front. Bully, I remember you said you wanted to hop on top of the train. Why don't you open the door?
I was
Or
already on top of the train.
no. We ended before that. You were at the door, or either going to do the bully thing of creating an exit. So why don't you open the door?
Uh, sure. I'll go to open the door. What happens?
Aw, you don't sound excited to kill things. So you open the door and you suddenly find yourselves walking through into a cathedral. It's huge, vaulted ceilings seem to go on endlessly like the afternoon sky, and you see rows upon rows of happy people in nice outfits and a greasy looking like schmuck of an elf at the forefront with what appears to be a religious leader. You, the four of you, have walked into a wedding. Would you mind taking a seat?
Uh, actually, I want to look for the food bar.
Okay.
I just want to know what's on it.
So the food bar isn't in the cathedral.
I am already disappointed in this wedding. I will take a seat.
Can I can I do a perception check on what's going on with this wedding? I'm like very like going from the train to a wedding. I think Vez is very confused about what's going on.
Give me the roll.
Okay. 1 second. Things are being weird. Do, 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 do.
20. You picked a map with pre-made bloodstains.
20.
All right. So with that 20, you sense that everyone in the room is ecstatic and happy and just elated to be there. But there's one person there who's a little happier than everyone else, if that makes sense.
Is it like, can I tell, is that person like the bride or the groom, or is it some
No.
person that,
The person who's happier than everyone else is a guest at the wedding.
is there a seat next to near this guest, like within talking distance of this guest?
Actually, yes, there just so happens to be a pew that would fit four people, including a giant minotaur.
I guess Vez is gonna walk over to the seat and try to nonchalantly keep his eye on this dude.
All right.
Can't see the map.
What about everyone else? Well, the three of every. What about Hyphen, Booley, and Yizel? What would you like to do?
F it. I'm following my boy Bully through the door. I'm on violence. I'm on violence right now. I want violence.
Uh, what's the bride wearing?
She is not there yet.
She's not there yet, but she does come through the back door, doesn't she? Isn't that traditional for weddings?
More than likely.
Okay, is there any kind of pamphlet with names or anything? A guest list?
There is not, actually. That's a good question.
This wedding is ghetto. No food, no
What
guest
kind of
list.
shiesty
Just
ass,
prepared.
bullshit ass? What the fuck?
I mean, we came from a maggot train to here. I wouldn't expect this wedding to be normal. I'd be scared if it was normal.
Hold on, is there at least a band playing, a piano,
There
somebody or an
is an
instrument?
organist playing somewhere in the room, but you cannot see them, only hear them.
That's ominous. What
At
kind of
least we got some
church is
music.
this?
Damn.
Which religion does this church belong to?
It is unknown to you.
Unknown to me. Interesting.
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a seat near the door
Okay.
that I came in, and I'm going to wait for the bride to come.
All right. Hyphen, what are you doing since Yizel is sitting with Booley at this point? What are you doing, Hyphen?
So I don't think Hyphen would have seen a wedding before. Like there would be no reason for them to know what that is. So I feel like they would probably just be wandering around, kind of poking at people's outfits, like what's going on, sort of. Not well. I guess my question to you guys: how like obvious are you with the fact that we should be sneaking around? Like sitting next to the person, did you guys tell me that we're supposed to be sneaking around?
I'm not sneaking around or anything. I'm digging in my bag for a hammer while I
I
wait
think
for
Vez
the
is
bride
going
to
for
come.
the. I think Vez is going for the hide in plain sight approach.
All right, yeah, I feel like Hyphen would be like standing in the middle of the altar part, like poking at the flowers that are there and stuff like that, like right next to where the groom is standing, just kind of in the way.
Hey, what color is the robe of the priest?
The color of the robe of the priest is a nice, deep emerald green.
Can I tell if it has pockets?
Give me an investigation check.
Don't all robes have pockets? Where do you keep your Bible?
I
I
have
don't
a
know.
20.
A 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's pockets, but I don't think you want to reach into a priest's pocket.
You think wrong, my friend.
I always do. I always do.
I just know a
Yes, you
priest
do.
has to have some unique loot.
Wait, can I tell the religion of this church?
Give me a religion check.
Oh, I'm not good at these. Let's see how this goes. Uh, 18.
All right, with an 18, you know from your time undercover from your profession that this is the Church of the Forest, which is a traditional Greco-Coatl religion in which they don't necessarily pray to the known gods of New Vernatu, but instead they pray to the nature spirits that reside within and provide for their communities.
So that pastor up there, only protected by nature spirits.
Yes. He
They're
has the power
hippies,
of God
but
and anime on his side, yes.
kind of nature hippies. But nothing wrong with nature hippies.
Does he
So
have any religious jewelry on him?
just what looks to be a wooden amulet.
Good enough.
So, Vez, you sit beside the mysterious person. The person that you sit next to that was way more excited than anyone else in the church appears to be a young boy with pale skin and blondish sandy hair. He has a pamphlet in his hand and he's looking very excited, looking at all the people around him. And then his eyes come to you and he stares into straight into your eyes. I need you to give me a intelligence saving throw.
This isn't good. I'm actually proficient at these. Nat 20.
So he looks into your eyes and he keeps staring. And then he looks confused and then he looks away. He begins to speak to you and says, "The wedding is about to begin. You should watch this." And as he finishes that sentence, the organist hits a mighty crescendo and begins to play what would be a traditional wedding march. The doors in the back next to Bu Lee open up, and out walks in a veil a very familiar giant woman. It's Oneki in an all white gown walking down the aisle towards her presumed husband to be.
Well, fuck. Now I gotta put the hammer back.
Wait, weren't we just with her?
Huh?
Weren't we just with Oneki? Like, didn't we just see her with Shanti?
Yep.
That's why you can't fucking trust Shanti. Okay.
Are we? Are we? Do I? Would I recognize the sensation of where I'm at? Like, would it be similar to the sensation I had of like getting into everyone else's dreams and shit?
Yes.
Uh, am I still able to use magic to the same extent as in the other dreams, or not?
I
No,
would
sir.
say no. Actually, give me an Arcana check.
Uh, 11.
Yeah, no. You try to perform the magics you've done before to help the rest of your party, and your hands begin to glow, and then it just fades, and
Would
you
the rest
feel
of
as
our
though
characters realize that this is a dream as well, or just him?
give me an everyone give me an Arcana check except Oneki.
Before I give you this role, I just want you to know I don't plan on ruining this dream yet.
Vez doesn't want to either, but I'm starting to think the only way to get out of this dream is to do some murder hobo shit.
I rolled a 7. Although this wedding is so trash as a friend, I'm almost obligated to ruin it.
I got a 14.
So, hyphen, you feel something, and it's an uncomfortable feeling that you felt while you were in your dream, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Now,
How does Oneki's face look?
Oh,
Does it look like she's in a daze?
let's find out. Oneki, you are currently walking down the aisle. Your father connected to you, arms linked. He looks down at you and says, "I am proud that you have finally accepted your responsibility to be married off to better our house. I am so proud of you, my daughter."
Bloop.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. Sorry, what did my father say?
That he's proud of you for accepting your destiny and responsibility to essentially becoming a trophy wife for a schmuck elf.
Am I like I'm fully aware of my senses?
Right now, no. As far as you know, this is the only life that you've known to become a trophy wife.
Do I still feel the same way I would about it in like my regular life? Like not in action, but just like in feeling. Are my feelings still the same?
In the back of your mind, you know that this isn't right, that you don't want to be here, that you don't want to be essentially just a trophy, that there's more to you and to the life that you want. You just can't quite put your finger on it right now.
Then I think what happens is that I take a deep breath. I'm sure she's feeling very nervous. And I just kind of like tighten my grip on my father's elbow. And I just like nod, and my eyes are just like fixed in front of me as I'm moving forward.
So, while this is happening, the boy next to you, Vez, looks over and says, "How many times do you think you can wake up before you'll finally give in?"
Wait,
Look,
can I ask? Am I still? Because I didn't move from the altar, so am I just like standing there like
Oh, you guys
a?
came in from the back, so you guys. So
Yeah, but I walked up to the front.
I would think you're just awkwardly standing there at that point
Okay.
at the altar, and the priest is like, "What are you doing? Why are you here?" And the schmuck fiance is like, "Get out of the way. I'm trying to look good."
Okay, so no one's gonna attack me. All right, cool.
Not yet.
Question:
Yes.
Our characters watching that interaction, do we feel like we know her? Um, our resident druid.
Oh, you 100% know her.
Okay. Do I take offense to those actions?
Do you?
I mean, I'm already pretty prejudiced against like elves and stuff. But anyways,
Oh, the fact that he's just existing up there, existing.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about me?
Oh,
No,
the
no.
smug. Oh, the smug elf.
Oh.
Like I want to cause violence, but this is also Nicky's.
Is that the husband? Is the husband the smug ass elf? Or
Yes.
the fiance?
The fiance is the schmug ass elf, the full on schmug. Think okay, so you guys seen Hallmark movies, right?
Sure.
Think about the boyfriend of the super busy businesswoman before she goes to like the country to find a boyfriend who raises like guinea pigs and finds her happiness there. Like the greasiest business tycoon guy who like knows that he can buy anything he wants with money or daddy's money. He's a trust fund baby. And he
I
knows that he can just buy his way out and his dad will sue. That's the type of schmuck that elf is.
I
I'm
initially
imagining Ed. I'm imagining Ed from 90 Day Fiance, the guy with
I
no neck.
initially
That's
thought
who
of
I'm.
that.
That's who I'm
Okay,
thinking
think
of
about a
right now.
slightly taller, lanky. Actually, you know what? It's Ed. That guy up there is Ed from 90 Day
Oh,
Fiance.
I thought of the bald black dude from those Tyler Perry movies, and I'm gonna stick with
Yo, are you talking about that guy?
Oh, that's a better one.
that.
Sir.
I'm gonna stick with that.
So yes, Trust Fund Baby McGee is up there, and he's staring daggers at you, hyphen, for being in the way. But Vesden, the boy, is looking at you, and he's asking, "How many times do you think you can wake up before you finally give in?"
I turned to the boy and I just look him straight in the eyes, like just staring daggers at his eyes. I say, and you are?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a passenger on the train, just like you.
Wait, so do we remember that we just woke up from the dreams?
Essentially, everyone except Oneki.
Okay.
I I keep on looking at the boy and just ask and just like stay as intensely as possible. I'm just like, so then what are you getting from this sitting here and watching this? Why are you so intent on viewing this fake ass wedding?
Oh, I just love a good wedding. The bride seems so happy to be here. It's just like a dream that she would love to have. It's not like she hates to be a trophy wife, right?
I like very stealthily, like very quietly, so nobody else around me noticed. I like put my arm around his neck and like stick the pointy end of my dagger into his back. Not just threateningly enough that he knows it's there, but not enough to like pierce his skin. I just
So,
say,
for the back
tell
of
me
the
what you're
room,
doing here and be very careful with your words.
for the back of the room, telepathically, I want to communicate with Vez. You better not be making friends with small children up there, because I'm not gonna goddamn babysit.
The boy looks up at you and says, "Do you really think that can hurt me here?" And Vez, I need you to look up um, at the head of the aisle. What you see up there, Oneki, her schmuck husband, and the priest. And the priest says, "I now announce the husband and wife."
He didn't give us the chance to eject.
Nope. And
So wait, did they just shove me out of the way, or am I still standing there?
you're there, and it's very awkward, but they went on with it.
Can I do something?
You can try.
I want to like mid when he's like, I now pronounce you. I want to tackle the priest. Just throw him to the ground.
Give me
Well-
give me a straight D20.
Well,
I want to ready an action to throw a folding chair across the room as soon as she does it.
Sir, this is a
Honestly,
nice
I was
cathedral.
waiting.
There are no folding chairs.
So a
14.
bench, I'll throw a bench. I got the strength.
I was waiting, but I guess, if everybody else is about to jump into it, I got a question. Since we're
Okay.
technically in this dream world, spells and things of that nature move differently, correct? Just correct if I have
You
a question
would
that
be
might.
correct, but this is a little different.
In what way can
Yo,
I ask that?
Give me an Arcana check.
Also, if she succeeds on this tackle, I'm putting an arrow through the smug husband's flag.
18 for Arcana.
So, Arcana, you know that you have magical abilities, that you should be able to do things that magically in this world a person of a certain training could do. But you don't sense that here. Not like in your dream before, not when you were with your grandfather, not when you watched him die, not when you were in everyone else's dream trying to save them. In this dream, Oneki's nightmare, you don't sense your own magic.
Huh. All
I
right,
got a
then.
question.
Well, if that's the case, I was playing with one of these in my seat. Can I throw a dagger at the husband?
So, all of you are doing this simultaneously. We have Boo Lee throwing a folding chair that wasn't there before because it's a nice cathedral. You hood rat. I love it. We have Vez about to stab a child, and we have Ezel about to throw a dagger at the husband. And of course, we have Hyphen about to tackle the priest. All this is happening while you, Oneki, are about to go in to kiss your unfortunate and I don't know
I
any
need to
other word but
specify.
reluctant because you don't want to do this. Betrothed. What'd you say, Bully?
I need to specify. I'm only throwing the chair after she tackles the priest.
Okay. So while this
I
is
also
I
happening,
can
want to
get my
specify
diplomacy.
that I just want to
Do
specify that,
I?
like, sorry.
You go first.
I was saying I also want to specify that if Hyphen tackles the priest before the kiss, I want to do it like before the kiss, but after the tackle, if that's possible.
Oneki, what were you about to say?
Do I, in this dream, do I recognize the others?
Faintly.
Like,
So you recognize them in the sense of you've seen this type of ruckus before because you've come,
mhm,
as far as you know, you've led nothing but a dainty high society life. And this type
mhm.
of shenanifucker you've never seen before, but you know that you have seen it somewhere.
Okay, so second question.
Yes.
I had established that like part of like the Goliath trophy wife training is still like the ability to like battle. Like in order to be a good trophy wife in the society, you still need to be able to like wreck some shit. Like not maybe as much as like people who are actually going off to fight, but like basic fight training. Is that reality still true?
It is.
Okay. I am can I make some kind of check to like ascertain that like there is an attack coming?
Give
Like
me.
I don't. Mm-hmm.
What's your passive perception?
Give me a sec to check.
I finally get to use passive perception correctly.
I know mine is pretty high because I set it high. Sorry, give me a second. I think it was like 18.
She should be able to watch me summon my echo.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for this wedding to pop off.
Actually, it
I
took
was hoping
longer
the
than I
bride
thought it
was.
was.
I was
TBH.
hoping the bride was anyone but Oneki, because I was gonna wait till that anyone ejects and then tell the husband that the baby is mine and not his. I also was preparing to throw a hammer at the bride.
Is this a D&D Tyler Perry movie? Is that what this is turning into?
How dare you, sir? We don't talk about Tyler Perryson.
I was literally going through my bag, like, yeah, I got a hammer in this bitch. I'm gonna wait for her to come through the door.
So, Oneki, did you find your passive perception?
It's 18.
Oh, it is 18? I am so sorry. I thought you were still searching for. So, Oneki, with your passive perception, you've noticed you feel the air in the church change, and you know that this is something's popping off from your training to become the warrior that you are today.
I would like to. I would like to what am I trying to do? I don't think that I care about this man. I really don't think that she cares about this man. But is my father still nearby?
He is there and he's looking up at you and beaming, but the slow realization that this random creature that appeared and just will not leave is about to attack the priest.
Oh no, sorry. My
Dang.
passive is 13. I don't know how I messed that up.
Uh,
Uh,
I mean, you
so
still,
do I still
yeah, you still feel it.
okay. I'm going to try and tackle my father. Like I want to protect my father. Oh.
Okay, so Vez, you still have the knife to the boy's neck, and he looks up at you and says, "You people really are chaotic."
Oh, it's
And
no, it's like right in his spine, like right against his spine.
he backs hard into it, and the knife pierces his flesh. And in a flash, Oneki, you find yourself in what appears to be a war room. There is a woman on the other side of a deep mahogany table. There's maps furled all over the table. And she looks at you and says, Margrave Oneki, I thank you for meeting me here today. The council, I can't take this anymore. The other lords and nobles of Gretel are going insane. We need you, most of all, with your wisdom to lead us. Will you lead the alliance of nobles of Gretel?
I have we thought about the benefits of a democratic system? Just throwing the possibility out there, just dipping my toe into the ring. Have we thought about, uh, you know, abandoning the monarchist system and just doing a democracy thing?
The woman looks at you very shocked and offended and says, I have been leader of this alliance for 60 years. I have been a lord over this land, and she takes a deep breath and kind of massages her temples and says, Look, Oneki, you have gone all your life doing whatever you wanted. When you were told to marry the elf, you opposed. We, the Alliance, accepted. You decided to be an adventurer. We allowed it to let's just get it out of your system. And your friend, when that dear boy died, we let you grieve. It is time for you to pay what is owed. It is time for you to lead.
Does that does the mention of him dying come as a surprise to me in this moment?
It does not, but it comes to you in the sense of we don't talk about it, and how dare you talk about it.
Well, I mean, you brought me here and you asked for my wisdom, and my wisdom is that we should maybe look into the democracy thing. I don't understand why you would ask if you don't want the answer.
The answer I want is for you to say yes. This isn't a choice, it's a simple platitude.
You can't make me do this. No one can make me do anything.
Make you? Like how we made sure you didn't die on that train? How we made sure that you didn't die on the airship? And how we made sure your friend, the only person that could potentially stop you from your rise to power, just happened to disappear on the night of a full moon. We can do anything. Nobility has its reach.
I draw my weapon and I try to run it through her chest.
Give me and just give me a D20.
Am I adding anything to it?
Nope, just a straight D20.
That's a 10.
So it so you go to you lunge at her with your actually tell me how you lunge at her with the blade. Just tell me how you do it.
I think the implication that this person is part of is partly responsible for her friend's death kind of makes Oneki see red. So I think it's not at all like elegant or subtle. She just unsheathes her nearest weapon and drives it towards this woman's chest.
So you try to drive it through and it pierces her flesh, but it's her shoulder instead. She moves out of the way and she looks up at you, not with rage, not with despair, but with a smile. This is what she's wanted. The room itself, the walls begin to fade, and on the other side of what were the walls are the other lords and ladies that consist of the Alliance. They all look at you and smile. And police officers come in and they arrest you.
I would like to slit my throat before they can touch me.
Okay. Okay. You know, give me an sleight of hand.
14.
So with the 14, so with the 14, you reach out of what appears to be thin air and you produce a dagger. And you go to slit your throat, and what you find, and as the blade runs through just like a warm knife through butter through your neck, you find yourself on the train. You see Vesden, Ezel, Shanti, Buli, Hyphen. All of them are gathered around, and all of you are laughing. You look at your hands, and it appears to be jelly. Somehow the train must have bumped, and what would have been a strawberry jelly on a toast was crushed in your hands, and instead of blood, like what you expected, is just a nice, sweet treat for some dry ass toast. At the bar, you see a young man with sandy blonde hair and pale skin. He's cleaning a mug and he's chuckling to himself.
Do I recognize him?
Something feels off about him. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you know that out of all the things that are going on, he's something's off with him.
I would like to go up to the bar.
So you walk up to the bar, and the young man looks at you, puts the mug down, and says, "Hey, what can I get you to drink?"
Anaki puts on her most charming smile and says, "Whatever is sweet on the menu. I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, actually."
So the boy looks at you and kind of rubs his smooth, baby-like chin. And before he can finish, Shanti comes up to you and says, "Oh, you know what drink you'll want? You'll want the wake up special. I don't know what he puts in it, but it wakes me up in a snap."
Uh, can I run an insight check on his reaction to what she just said?
Yes.
That's a 10.
So with the 10, he's still smirking, but not as hard. Shanti looks at him and
And
says, make her the drink. What are you waiting on? Come on."
I smile, um, and I say, yes, I'd love a wake up special, actually.
So he makes the drink. It's purple in color and it seems to shimmer just a bit. And he slides it to you and says, "I hope you enjoy it. Will you drink the drink?"
Can I? I have. Let me do this. Okay, I have. I want to either use survival or medicine for me, so tell me which one would be better. But I want to see if I can like detect any poison from like the smell of the drink.
I'm gonna say nature.
17.
So with the 17, you notice that there's no natural occurring poisons within the drink. As far as the 17, it's just a purple drink that looks pretty and is sweet.
I throw him a wink and I down it in one gulp.
So with the gulp, you lean back, you close your eyes, and as the cup hits the table, you hear a sharp groan of metal, and you open your eyes. Shanti standing in front of you, her sclera are black, and her pupils are growing a vivid pink. She's bleeding from her nose and her ears, and her hands are glowing. They're wrapped around your head, and she says, "Thank goodness you're finally awake. I need help. I." And she's panting, and the glow from her hands fades as she tumbles to the ground, and she looks up at you and just breathes a sigh of relief.
I immediately start trying to tend to her wounds, and I just glance into her face and I say, "A girl can't take a nap for a minute before things go to shit, huh?"
She chuckles as she stands up, and she just looks at you knowingly and with a sense of sadness in her eyes that she just can't say right now. She walks over to the other four members of your group and she begins to wake them up in the same manner. After she wakes up Bu Lee, she kind of drops to her knees for a moment and she says, "Whatever is causing this is in the front car. I can't do this right now. I need your help. I need to wake up everyone in the back of the train. I need to make sure that they are alive. Something up there is eating them. You need to stop them. Please."
I turned to Shanti after being woken up and just rubbing my temple and just said, "Do you think we could wake them up by killing whatever's causing this?"
I don't know, but when in doubt, stab it.
Well, that simplifies things. Vez like starts to collect himself and just I check my equipment to make sure that I have everything. And I start to walk to the door and I say, "Well, you guys don't take all day. I'm gonna head out to and take care of this shit. I'm tired of being fucked with."
So, Vez, as you finish saying that, in the back of your mind, you hear your father saying, "Vesden, language."
I like very like subtly scowl from that internal comment.
What would the other four of you like to do? Vesden's ready for the smoke. What about the four of you?
So I just woke up again, right?
Yep.
I want to take a moment and I want to look at my hands as if I can't believe that they're real. And I'm going to take one of my daggers and just poke myself in the hand to see if I feel pain.
Okay.
Let me roll a 1d4 right quick.
All right.
I don't have a 1d4. Let me roll a regular 1d.
You want me to roll the 1d4?
I take 4 points of damage, so I do feel pain.
Oh,
Okay.
max damage.
Dang.
I'm like, it seems I'm awake, or what I know to be awake. At first, I felt intense anger at losing what I thought was my wife and child, but now the anger has turned to sadness. I don't normally feel sad about anything. I kill people for a living. What are these emotions? I don't like them.
Vez just throws a dagger at the wall like full force and just like, I'm just mad and I need something to take it out on.
So, Vez, give me a perception check.
18.
So, you throw your dagger into the wall and it sticks, but the wall bubbles as though it's kind of lurching back from the pain of it.
I go up and I summon another dagger and I just stab and well I summon two daggers in my hand and just stab them both into the wall as hard as I can.
So, you got everyone give me a constitution check.
Just a constitution check.
Just a check, not a saving, just a check.
13.
I got 15.
13.
That's unfortunate. I got a 5.
So, everyone except, what?
9.
A 9?
9.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Bu Lee and Oneki, both of you kind of trip and fall as the train jumps and the metal of it groans, a sickening just. And and Shanti looks over at the five of you and she looks very confused, and then suddenly the face of realization comes over her and she says, I know exactly what this is and you need to go now.
I turn to Shanti and I just say, wait, is this train alive?
I would like to try to open the window. I'm not finna stick around and ask questions.
All right, you can open the window. It opens just fine. It's not a big window.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit out the window, do I?
Probably not.
I'm gonna use my echo to try to teleport on what I think is the roof,
Okay, so
and then I'm going to swap places with it and be on the roof outside of this quote unquote train.
all right, Vez, Shanti, after Bully disappears and you hear a bunch of thumps, which we will get to, Shanti looks at you and says, I think this is some type of mimic and I need to go. And she gets up and she runs towards the back cars to try to save the people that are left in the back.
I just kind of put my hand my fingers on my temple and just like, damn, this is a big ass fucking mimic.
This
Well,
mimic's been touching me the whole time, hasn't it?
It has.
It needs to take damage, like immediately.
Are you covered in poison?
I sure am. I've been covered in poison for a whole 2-3 sessions.
So that means
Those
you just
times I was preparing my armor.
so you killed the random child that Osiris threw at you.
Probably.
Yuzale, but you know.
Wait. Didn't you slap Izael too?
You
With your
did slap
hand?
Ezel. You did slap him.
I did slap Giselle.
I think this is the kind of
Then you
information you need to
shook him.
release.
But,
No, he didn't
but-
slap me. He
but-
picked me up and shook me.
but,
That's,
He,
I think
he
that's
touched
worse.
you.
but,
And then you slapped him, so that's double the damage. What's the poison damage?
But, hang on. The poison is coated on my armor. You have to
I
touch
never
the
touched
armor
the
in
armor.
order for it to activate. There's no way
I
the
never-
train avoided that with me sitting in the seat.
So
And I never touched the armor. I went to shoot him, and he was still shaking.
Very specifically asked him if he had touched my armor, and he said he didn't.
No, I went to shoot him. There wouldn't have been enough
What
space,
about this poison though?
bro. What the hell?
Ooh,
What
that's
the-
nasty.
This shit fell off crazy fast.
Really would have liked Bully so much.
what the fuck? Bully. Okay. Bully, you're on top of the train.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going through a densely wooded forest. There's a bunch of tree limbs that are hitting you consistently.
Okay. I'm built like a bull. Trees do not bother me. Your point?
There's only so many trees a bull can go through before it just has to stop.
Yeah, a regular bull, but I'm a bull in heavy armor. Your point?
That means it will go.
I guess Bully's just like grabbing the top of the train, just like barreling, flying through all these branches while riding the train.
I was trained in ninjas. Dude had a story arc where they ran through a bunch of treetops on top of a caravan of merchants, killing ninjas left and right. You remember that arc? What do you think I learned how to do, sir?
Okay. Everyone who isn't on top of the tree lines being hit by trees, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm rolling
I
for
think-
stealth and beelining to the front.
I think Aneki is going to take the strategy that has worked so far with mimics and introduce herself nicely to the train.
So, introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How rude of me to be riding in you without even introducing myself. I had no idea you were alive. But ignorance is no excuse for rudeness. My name is Aneki. I hope we can be friends.
I need the train to make a constitution saving check whenever you get a chance.
I got
It
you.
needs to have a higher DC as well, because it's been some sessions. I think it's fair.
So, Oneki, as you finish what you're saying, the young man who gave you your drink, kind of clears his throat and says, I don't believe I asked my dinner to speak to me, but hello.
Wait, I thought
Oh.
the drink guy was in a dream.
You'll see.
I'm confused. Okay.
Oh, well, I've always been told I'm quite unique among Goliaths, so I'm sure that you've never had anything for dinner quite like me. It's lovely to meet you. Do you have a name?
This sounds way kinkier than it should.
My name is Dimitri. And honestly, I think you and your friends are trying to give me indigestion or something. I put you to sleep. I start to siphon your souls by giving you sweet dreams and memories. And that damn half dro wakes you up? Do you not know how meat tastes when it's been through nightmare upon nightmare upon nightmare? It tastes like horse meat. It's tough and gamey.
Actually, horse meat is very, very delicious. It's not tough at all. Not if you barbecue it.
Okay.
Talk to my history professor about that. He'll say differently.
Your history professor can't fucking cook.
So many post-session follow-up questions. But the young man, Dimitri, puts the mug down and he meets you, Oneki, eye to eye. And says, when I put you to sleep, you were supposed to be in a sweet dream. Every woman wants to be married. What? Every woman
Now
from
we're
my
making some gendered assumptions. Like, gender doesn't really work that way. not all men and women have the same dreams. I'm sure there are plenty of men who dream about getting married, for example, and who might have preferred that dream that I had. But also, I do have to say that the man that I was getting married to in the dream did not seem like he had a personality. And like while most women might want to get married, maybe that's really an assumptive statement, like I said before. I do think that they would want to get married to someone they loved and not like an elf douche. I'm just saying, like not to like rain on your technique or anything. I'm sure you've had many years of success, but like also you could have used some tweaking.
Dimitri looks really offended at the thought of nobility and love being intertwined. He kind of just knocks the mug that he was cleaning to the side and says, I am a lord of my land. Did you think anyone loved each other? Marriage is about money. That's why I'm on this train. That's why I'm cursed to be here on this damn train, eating passengers, siphoning out their souls one by one because of nobility, because of marriage, because of all the things that you find disgusting made me this way. And you know what? I like it.
I mean, can we unpack that a little bit? Because like I'm not trying to tell you how you feel, obviously. Like I fully respect your perspective and like I fully believe that we should believe people when they talk to us and they tell us things about their feelings. But I mean, some of the ways that you described that, I would say, make it sound like maybe it wasn't your favorite thing. Like maybe you like it now, but did like the younger you want those things? I mean, let's talk about it. Let's break that down. We have time. I mean, how long does it take to digest a train full of people? And I am trying to draw as much of his like consciousness into this conversation as possible, in order to distract him.
So while Dimitri and Oneki are having a philosophical debate about a multitude of very social relevant things, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, I've got your poison calculations for you. So I rolled a 1d10 to add to the Constitution check of the lowest poison he technically would fall under for trying to eat me. So he needs to make a Constitution check of 22 because I rolled a
Hey,
9 for that
buddy,
1d10. Yeah,
guess what?
what's up?
And I want you to know that and I mean this in the most sincere possible way, I totally forgot that you were the crazy individual who coated their armor with poison before I made this encounter. But this mimic is
Immune to
immune to
poison.
poison.
Yep. Knew that was coming.
Like that's
How
not me. That's not
convenient.
me trying to metagame at all. I totally did not know that you coated yourself in poison. I did not write that in my notes, but I will write that in my notes for future reference.
Awkward.
This is a shame. I guess I'll just have to do my damage the other way.
Has Vez already left the cart? Because I was about to like go and dip. But what I've heard this conversation before, I was like gonna go all commando and shit.
No. By the time Oneki and Dimitri begin to debate, you have already left the car.
Being that this mimic is in the shape of a train and it is attached to rails, it can't make a dexterity saving throw, can it?
How do you know the rails aren't mimics?
I mean, is the mimic that huge?
Nah, it's not. Go ahead.
Okay. So he's gonna take 76 of the damage in a bit. I'm just letting you know now.
How?
Because an explosion is rocking the train. You know I keep the boomsticks on me.
A fucking course. Good God, if it isn't an
I
antimatter
told you I was
rifle, it's
gonna blow this
dynamite.
train up. You had 3 days to prepare, minimum.
I need everyone inside to give me a dex check.
I'm good at these. Wait, Dex check or Dex saving throw?
Saving
Oh, well, I'm
throw.
fucked. Oh, saving?
Yeah, Dex save.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
Okay, two
Two
21s.
21s.
16. I
baby,
think I can live with that.
that is a 7 on my end.
Oh
So,
no.
Oneki, everyone else is able to rock with the explosions caused by our resident fucking maniac. But Oneki, you are going to take 2d6 of blunt force damage because you fall and hit your head on the bar.
Damn.
Okay. How much is that?
Oh, you want me to roll for it?
Oh, do you want? I can roll for it if you want.
I mean, I got my dice right here. It's up to you.
Let me roll for it.
I
Let's
keep
see.
that
Hopefully
thing on me.
my
You should
dice
be
will
lucky
not kill me.
if he rolls low.
6.
All right, you take 6 points of damage from that, from a bonk to the head.
Also, Hyphen rolled a nat 20. Just like,
I did.
So I just
Just
need
to give
everyone
them the
to
credit.
know that every time this train rocks because of Boo Lee, if you fail the DC, you're gonna take 2d6.
Well, can I get like temporary hit points or something then?
Can you?
For getting a nat 20? I don't know.
I thought you had a spell for that.
Oh no, I just wanted. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of spells, he's finna
Well, I do a
take more
kickflip.
damage soon, just so you know.
Can I stick my head out the window and just like yell at Bully, just saying, "Quit all that bullshit! You making shit hard for me to. You make it hard for me to work in here."
That sounds like a whole lot of not my problem. This
Get
train needs to
it?
make a wisdom save
Bullshit.
immediately.
Okay.
Cause he's a bull.
I hate you. Why are you like
That's
this?
that's a good one.
That was a good one. Ew, it sounds gooey. He got a 16.
Mm. Oh, actually, a wisdom save was not the right thing. I'm supposed
It's
to
a
attack
concept.
his AC, but I'm literally touching him already. So what is your mimic's AC to touch it, even though I'm already touching it?
15.
Oh, well, I guess I somehow missed, even though I'm touching it, because it would have took 27 damage.
I mean, when you think the mimic could also be like a snail and just take train parts for the outside to look like it.
I guess that canonically can work.
Yeah.
I'll be up here continuing causing chaos till, somebody else wants to do something.
So, Ezel and Hyphen, what are you two doing? We have Dimitri and Oneki. Oneki distracting Dimitri. Vez has disappeared into the wind because he wants to shank somebody. What are you two doing?
Is there someone in the front cars? Like, can I just walk towards the front car?
That's what Vez is doing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking.
I don't like that. I want to go. Honestly, I want to go to the roof. I'm gonna blast my way up there. Honestly, I'm irritated. I'm very irritated. Can I do what kind of check would I need to see if it's resistant or if I decide to shoot something at the roof, it's not gonna bounce back and fucking smack me in the side of my own head?
By doing it, Hope does to smack you in the face.
I've done it, so after he gets done, I need to tell you my damage, because I already hit.
Damn. Again?
I see your 44 damage.
A critical 44 damage.
Damn.
Sir, we've already established that you're only hurting the shell of a train. Everything you're doing is just hurting the shell of a snail. We've established this.
Train and I want to hurt the mimic, so therefore I'm going to hurt the train.
Oh,
Hey.
not a nat 20.
The shell of a snail. A shell can only go so far before it's cracked, broken, and leaving the wearer vulnerable. So,
That's fair.
I want to call it chaos. What's the closest thing that I can set on fire?
Your friends?
What's the closest non-living thing I can set on fire?
The chairs.
The chairs?
I guess it'll cause up a little bit of commotion. I'm gonna set the chairs on fire.
Okay.
I'm actually no. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to set them all specifically by the back door of the car that we're in, and I'm gonna set them on fire. Then
So,
I'm
what you're saying is that you're going to risk the lives of countless innocent people by setting things on fire.
well. They should have been trying to do what they can to help us figure this shit out. They shouldn't have been sitting there acting stupid like they didn't know what's going on.
So, in your head, you hear your grandfather saying, "You're really going to attack the weak? There's no pride in that. Osiris wouldn't do that. Are you even my grandson?"
Hmm. And in hearing him say that, I'm gonna start moving even faster because I know my grandfather, and I know my grandfather would say, if you are too weak to get up and move on your own, then you shouldn't be alive. So I'm gonna keep on stacking the chairs, and I'm about to light them on fire.
Okay.
Gonna
So,
light them.
Oh, I
hyphen.
just realized something I could do. Go ahead, Ivan. I'm sorry.
Hyphen, you walk through the doors. And Onek, you can tell me anytime you're done debating with the Michi to try to keep him from noticing the fact that someone's literally stacking Kinder to burn. Tinder.
Yeah.
Um,
He also needs to take 11 more points of damage.
you're hurting the shell at this point, sir.
A shell only goes so far. I keep telling you that.
Yeah, but you
It's an
know,
immortal.
yeah. But the fun part
I'm
is
hoping
I
it's
get to
enough
decide
damage
how
I'm gonna
hard the
detach
shell
part of
is.
this train.
Yeah,
Now you're
you haven't done any damage to the train itself. You've only been hitting the shell, and it's an old dusty shell, my friend. That thing is tough. It's dummy
He
thick.
said if I roll higher than a 15, I hit, and I've been rolling.
This works pretty well for Vez. This is a nice distraction for him to go in for the to do what he needs to do.
All right.
I
So,
would,
oh, go
I'll
ahead.
wrap up, but I also want to use unsettling words as I wrap up.
Ooh. All right.
You were gonna ask me something?
Yeah, I was gonna see what you're gonna do. So you walk towards the front car. Everything seems quiet, a little too quiet considering everything is you left in the other room. Do you want to keep walking? Would you like to investigate?
Yeah, I'll do an investigation check. Oh, please don't suck. Okay, 14.
So you notice in the car, in the rooms that you're passing, there's a light that kind of turns off and on, kind of blinking like it needs to be changed. As the light swings, you see what appears to be humanoid figures in the darkness. Would you like to look closer?
God damn. I want to do a ritual detect magic. Do I have enough time to do that?
You can just do it. I don't care. I don't really do rituals.
Okay, well, yeah. Is there any magic coming out of there?
No.
Mm. Okay, so can I? You said they're in the darkness. Like, did I
Yeah.
know if they spotted me?
You would not necessarily know if they spotted you.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to turn into a spider. He's one of my wild shapes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like get like under a chair or something, somewhere they can't see me, but get closer so I can see what's going on.
All right. So you enter the room, and in the darkness, as the light swings back and forth, back and forth, you notice exactly what's inside that room. The decrepit bones of Dimitri's previous meal.
Oh,
It's
Is there anything alive in there, or is it just bones?
just bones and really dry skin.
Hmm. I'm just gonna go past that. I'm not gonna fuck with any of that. Do I know how close everybody else is to me?
I would say Bully's maybe 15 feet back from you on top of the train causing a ruckus, and Oneki and Yizel are about 20 feet back in the previous car.
So I'm gonna keep going forward, and yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving
Okay.
and not touch the floor. I guess I don't know if the floor has bones and shit on it, but I want to just not touch the floor. Just fight or climb upside down on the ceiling part.
All right. Vesden, you've been incognito this entire time. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to. I'm just trying to see where I can, if there's like a weak point or like a place where I can hit the train extra hard.
Okay. So you don't necessarily have to give me an investigation check.
Oh, I'm okay at these. Never mind. 5.
You notice that the carpet is a very ugly teal and purple. And you do notice that some of the rivets that line the wall that would keep the plating for the lining of it in place seem kind of off.
The rivets that line the carpet.
The rivets that line the walls that of the car seem kind of off, like there's something up with them.
I'm gonna try and pry one out with a dagger.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
12.
So you go to do it, and you get one of the rivets halfway out, and the mimic Dimitri kind of sucks it back in.
Huh. I'm going to. Can I just stab a dagger into the area around just plunge it into the area behind the rivet?
Go ahead.
Just roll to hit normal.
Yep.
Okay then. 22 to hit.
Oh god, 22 does hit. Give me the damage.
9 damage.
All right. The walls seem to lurch and groan, and the wall behind you kind of bubbles up and becomes a tentacle, and I need you to give me a dex save.
25.
Yeah, you jump out of the way. You're good.
Can I shoot this tentacle with
Uh,
an arrow?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna sharpshooter this too. So let's see how this goes. That's gonna be a 7 because I did sharpshooter.
It's gonna be a what?
A 7.
Oh, +7 to it.
Oh no, -5, so it's gonna be a 7 because sharpshooter increases damage but reduces your
Uh,
attack roll by 5.
okay, cool. That definitely hits then.
Oh, a 7?
Oh no, 7 doesn't. I thought. Oh, sorry, I see a 12. I thought you were adding 7 to the 12 because of
Oh
sharpshooter.
no, it's -5 to the 12. Sorry, sharpshooter. I'm like, if I
Oh
sharpshoot or something, I'm subtracting 5, so I'd get +10 on damage.
yeah, I mean it hits, but it does no damage. It kind of just ting off of the tentacle.
Well, could I? Do I have enough time to get off another shot?
Give me a deck save.
Whew, that was nearly in that one. 20.
Oh God, yeah, you dodge the other tentacle that's going for you.
Okay, we're gonna try number 2, and I'm gonna sharpshooter. I'm gonna sharpshooter again.
All right,
Jesus, 10.
10 does not. It tings again.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to. If I can get off another shot, I'd go for a normal one, but I don't know if I'd have the chance to get off a third shot.
So,
Would I have the chance to shoot a third arrow or?
I'm gonna say no. The walls are kind of aware of where you are specifically, so you can stand and fight, or you can try to make a beeline for the front car.
Oh yeah, we're beelining it. I'm not the stand and fight type.
Question: am I on the first, second, or third train car?
Have you tried to move up, or are you just trying to just throw random shit and see if it hits?
I'm not trying to throw random shit and see if it hits. This is very calculated. Um, cause you described to our resident druid where I was earlier, apparently 15 feet or so behind her.
Right.
But I want to know where that description would place me on the train.
I would say you're about 3 cars away from the lead car,
Okay.
from the
Now, how
engine.
many
I would
cars are
say,
behind me?
huh?
How many passenger cars are behind me?
About 6.
Okay, this ties into my athletics check of 25. Thank you.
Is it too late to just have the thing throw you off and land in the woods?
A little bit. That's what the athletics check was for.
Of course it is. Okay. Oneki, you just wrapped up with Dimitri. You see Yizel still stacking firewood. What are you gonna do?
What what was the end of that conversation like? Do you think, based on how it started?
I would say that you kept your calm the entire time, and he kind of got tired of it because Dimitri, at its core, is old money, very bourgeoisie, and unfortunately for a character, but fortunately for a person that you're trying to kill, is 99% probably sexist AF. So just talking to someone who's feminine presenting to this degree and about anything other than what like an old school money guy would talk to a woman about is probably just taxing emotionally and mentally, and he's over it. So I would say it probably ended on a well, you're a woman, fuck you.
I think she gives him the biggest, nicest smile in her arsenal, and she says, "Well, it's always nice to have a conversation with someone. Bless your heart, really." And I would like to use my ability to reduce 6, subtract 6 from his next saving throw.
Oh, that's messed up. Okay.
Yes, I've used unsettling words, and that's a bonus action. And I would also like to. So I'm going to go up to. You said Hyphen was stacking wood?
Giselle was stacking the firewood.
I'm going to go over to Isel and say very quietly, "What is the plan?"
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I know I'm gonna light this fire and see if I can get a reaction from whatever this thing is. Hopefully, I can draw it out either in here or to where Bully is. But aside from that, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping I don't hurt anybody too bad.
You want me you shatter instead of setting the fire.
Nah, I kind of got a good thing going here. I kind of want to set the fire. I do really want to see what happens.
Fair enough. Can I see Shanty still?
No, she has gone further back into the passenger cars, and she is currently out of sight and earshot.
I would like to cast Unseen Servants.
Okay.
And I want, what do I want my Unseen Servant? This is like, so far the mimic just looks like a train, right?
Yes.
I am going to, give me a second. Unseen servants can do simple attacks, right?
I would say yes. They can do simple tasks and attacks. You can't really be like, hey, I need you to do a kickflip and then shank somebody and throw their dead body into like a trash can.
If I sent it towards like the engine of the train with my like with a sharp weapon, and I told it to just like wreck shit, would that be a thing that it could do, or is that too complicated an instruction?
Um, I would say try to be a little more precise with it because if you say wreck shit, then if it sees like hyphen or vez, then Ayla, well, I'm wreck shit and start swinging on a friend. But if you want to swing on a friend, I'm not going to stop you from swinging on a friend.
I mean, I trust most of the party to be able to take a hit from my unseen servant. So actually, I'm not going to try and tell it to go to the engine, but I am just going to give it like my long sword, and I'm going to just tell it to like rip the walls apart in every cabin. Just like run and attack the interior of every cabin, and completely just wreck shit.
Okay.
And I'll stay here with the Zell for now.
All right. Ezel, you've been stacking the wood. You want to light it? Is Ezel dead? Hello?
Hold on, sorry. I don't know. I thought my thing had unmuted.
Oh,
So can I set the fire now?
yes. Set the fire.
Yay! Hooray! Set the fire. So what do I need to do now? Is there anything? Can I set the fire and
Do you have anything in your toolkit to set it, or are you just gonna use magic?
let's see, hold on. The inventory. Bedroll, mess kit, rations, ropes, star ruby. Tinderbox? Would a tinderbox do? No, I have a torch. Hold on, here we go. I have a torch. Aha! I have one torch.
All right.
So I'm gonna throw a torch. I'm going to throw one of my torches down to my down onto the stack of flames and watch as it engulfs and it starts to light everything on fire around it. And I take a step back and admire my handiwork as smoke begins to billow. And I open one of the windows so that way the smoke goes out of the window and doesn't suffocate me on the inside.
Okay. So as you light, Dimitri, who was still a little focused on the fact that a woman talked to him to such a degree, kind of snaps out of his sexist haze. And it's like, you lit a fire? What the fuck? And immediately runs over with what appears to be cups of water to try to pour on it. And he creates more versions of himself, all differing in size, age, body type, all of them, just creating a line of people going from the bar to the fire, passing along the water to put the fire out.
None of that. I start pushing over the various versions of himself and throwing them to the left and right as they try to pass down the water.
So as you throw, more just take their place.
Well, bitch. Okay, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna have to go. I guess I'm gonna have to get a little creative there. Hold on.
I would like to cast Shatter.
What does that do?
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. Each creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throws.
So would Ezel also have to make a save for that since he's within the 10-foot radius?
So what save is it that I need?
But I'd like to give him Bardic Inspiration before we do that.
Okay.
Okay, how does inspiration work again?
You get a d6 to add to your roll.
Hey,
If
also,
it's with a
also,
10-foot radius, is there be any way to position it so it doesn't hit Uziel, possibly?
well, considering I'm currently throwing around,
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
considering I'm currently throwing them around like rag dolls, which they are to me, but that's neither here nor there. I'm throwing them around right now. I'm kind of all over the place. So, what's my saving throw that I got to do?
Constitution, right?
Yep, con save of 13.
Okay.
Save. That's that, and then you said a D6, correct?
Dang. Homie got a 6.
No, I got a 9, and then plus my. I'm not sure what I got, man. My thing said 9, and then my custom roll, which for some reason didn't do in roll 20, was 3.
Yeah.
So I got a 12.
So we're both taking 3d8 thunder damage.
Damn, that's tragic.
I will roll my damage.
I guess I'll roll my damage. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Damn, Dimitri took 10.
Ha! Same.
Hey.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. So, Oneki, describe how you cast Shattered to us.
I think what happens is Oneki basically takes out her rapier, and she like hits the butt of it against the side of the cabin, and from that point, it sounds like a thunder crack as she hits the side of the cabin.
Okay. So, Dimitri, who's at the bar, kind of covers his ears, and he looks very angry and annoyed, and he yells out, "Enough!" And the train cars begin to tighten and squeeze both you, Oneki, Ezel, Hyphen, and Vesden. And all of you are engulfed in a tight darkness. And you feel the motion, not only from the train going forward, but also what it feels like you physically being pushed forward. And you find yourselves in the main car. Bu Lee, while this is happening under...
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm a spider. Am I still feeling this? Like,
not to the same degree. You aren't being squished, but the Ezel's body, you catch onto his body, and you catch a ride on him.
Oh.
You're
Okay.
Bully, what's up with that 25? Is Bully dead too? Can I finally know peace as a DM? Can we
No, you cannot.
No, you can't.
Can we
And I'm not
finally
even just
not
gonna say because
can we
Nope.
finally not teach people how to read?
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this.
I already do.
All right, so I use my grappling hook and my natural athletics to lower myself on one side of the train so that I could see its wheels. Now, you might be familiar that there was a certain rope of climbing that I was given. You know, that magical little rope that reacts to your command words?
Yeah.
Doesn't really take an action since all of it's verbal.
Okay.
My rope of climbing has been instructed to take the crowbar that I have and jam it into the wheels of the train, the spokes.
Okay.
So, with that being said, it's also problematic because there's knots in the rope of climbing. So it's got a AC of 20 and 20 hit points. It doesn't break easily. With the crowbar and the mechanism of the train wheels, I would like essentially to either derail the train or detach all the cars behind me, whichever you would prefer.
So, counterpoint to this. A crowbar versus a train wheel. The train wheel is going to win, but the
I'm
train
talking about the
is
spokes.
huh?
I'm talking about the spokes.
Yeah.
Little gears on the side, not the bottom part.
Are you talking about the thing that churns the train forward?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
Because when I think about a spoke, I think about the wheel and the like a bike spoke. That's what I think about when I think about a spoke.
All right, so those metal bars that hold the wheels together.
Oh, the things that spin around and keep all the wheels moving and things.
Yes, those.
Hmm.
I'm breaking them off the hinges, the wheels, so that the wheels will like lose stability and either derail or
So,
like detach the
counterpoint.
cars behind.
You try this. It does take one of the spokes out. It isn't down, but it is slower than what it would be. And the rope does get caught in what would be the spoke before. But that crowbar idea doesn't work out the way you want it to.
Okay, that's okay because we
Also,
are
I need you to
still
make a dex save.
okay. That's fine.
Because that crowbar
Um.
definitely went flying back towards you.
Oh no. 12. Do I get hit by the crowbar?
Yeah.
All right. How much damage?
Hmm. What's your HP?
44.
Give me 3d6.
3d6 from a crowbar.
A high speed
Okay.
crowbar, Jason Todd.
Okay.
Oh,
It's essentially, think about it. The crowbar is essentially a bullet at that point because it hit a high speed train and got shot back towards you. It's essentially a bullet at that point.
It's low
I'm more
still,
sighing at the
but I
Jason
also
Todd
feel
joke.
like if it's got that much energy and momentum, it should have did more damage.
I really wanted to say 3d8, but I'm like, you have 40 points of damage, and I'd feel like a dick if it was you just happened to get 3 8s on it and you're almost dead, and I feel like a dick if I did that to you.
That's fine. I appreciate that.
Right. So like, this is a bullet
So
coming back at this man. He's not gonna make it.
I'm also, since I'm still using my grappling hook, I still have one hand left. So I want to take my smith's tools specifically, and I want to start doing damage to these wheels.
So you try to do damage to the wheels, and around that same time, you hear from inside the train car, like 2 cars back, you hear someone yell, "Enough!" And a tentacle reaches from the out the window, yeets your ass up, and now all of you are inside the main engine of the train.
I was attached to a grappling hook on the outside of that train.
You really,
I don't get a chance to
sir,
fight against the tentacle. I can't at
Do you,
least
sir,
bite
do you
it.
think my hentai nightmares will be stopped by a grappling hook? No.
At least let me bite the tentacle.
I mean, you're rolling initiative, so I guess you can do it.
And then I also have feet. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna settle for biting it to
Who
make this
taught
easier
people
for
how to
me.
read? People from Georgia shouldn't be able to read.
I'm just saying. According to my feet, I should have got attacks on that tentacle.
So, all of
Gonna
you
take
are
6 damage.
currently in the main engine. You see 3 kobolds working the engine, shoveling. They're tired. They look exhausted and frail. They look back at the 3 of you and a look of relief because they can sense that their death is now imminent and they can finally know some form of peace. I need everyone to roll initiative.
I want to take out a nice cold bottle of water and just drink it in front of them.
Do you say initiative?
Yes,
Where did you get
please.
water from?
I wasn't gonna ask.
A bottle. 28.
Fantasy bottle of water.
I mean, a filled sheep's
You were doing
bladder.
initiative, correct?
Yep.
All right, I got a 17.
All right. Booley, what's your initiative? Oh, there it is. 21.
21.
Oneki, what's yours?
Alright, give me a second. Did that roll? 16.
All right, 16. Let me roll for these bad boys.
Since we're entering combat, I'm just gonna assume my echo's beside me. Is that fair? As part of initiative?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
All right, Vez, you're the first one up. What are you doing?
Okay. Can I tell if the kobolds look like? Do they look frightened or do they look like they're about to scrap?
They look like they're ready for the sweet release of death.
Well, I don't want to keep them waiting. I guess. Either 100 tokens. Okay, so I'm going to which kobold? Are the kobolds the? Oh, I'm guessing they're the ones in red.
Yeah, they're the red boys, and the tentacles are Dimitri, you know, big meat Dimitri ready to hit you with a tentacle.
Don't do
Am I
that.
on the right roll, 20?
Do
Power
not
of the
do that.
bound?
I'm gonna shoot the kobold nearest to me with an arrow and just say, I'm gonna knock an arrow and just say, you don't have to die. You just, we can. I don't want to kill. I only have business with this Dimitri fellow. You're not in the way. You're my. I don't have quarrel with you.
All right. The kobold kind of looks at you and looks saddened by this and anger, and he's ready to nugget you. Will you buck
If I
back, my
sense
boy?
if I sense knock, I'm bucking back.
So we ready to fight?
And
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot an arrow, a longbow at it. I'm gonna sharpshooter it.
All right.
Okay then. Wait, why is it not adding? It should be adding. I have super advantage on that. What's going on here? I'll just roll another d20.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Kind of make sure I'm getting all my things. Well, that didn't really help. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay, that is 25 damage.
So describe the shot to me.
I just kind of sigh and I just sigh and I just say semi out loud, semi to myself. They always want. I was like, I'm happy to oblige, and I just put an arrow right through its eyeball.
So
It's like
he's
super clean shot.
that kobold's dead, and the other two, kind of look at their dead friend with a sense of excitement and relief. Will that end your turn?
Uh, bonus action. I'm gonna try and hide somewhere.
All right.
16.
To hit or to hide?
Oh, to hide.
All right. There's not much. There's not many places to hide because the room in itself is the boss. But you can hide under the kobold if you want to.
I guess I'm hiding under the kobold then. I'm really interested in how the mechanics of this is gonna work.
We're gonna find out. So it's now Dimitri's turn, and he comes out of the fire that's in the front of the engine, and his eyes are blood red. And he looks at you, Bully, and with a blood frenzy, he is going to try to bite you.
Is he coming within 5 feet of me?
Yeah.
Ooh, bad choice. All right, I got opportunity attack when he does, but continue.
Okay. From which direction though?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I have blind fighting, but I know he's there.
Right, but this kind of matters because you're essentially standing on and in your opponent. So, by all means, they can come at you in multiple directions. So, I just need to know.
Oh, okay. This means I also can't miss. Since my opponent's already there, I can essentially throw this axe on the floor and still hit him then, can't
But,
I?
yeah, but we still need to know if it does damage.
I
Because it
mean,
could be like Vez's arrows and just, ping off of it.
all right, so you want me to give you the roll to see if I hit?
Sure.
Is that fair? So, I'm gonna roll to hit. That's a 25 to hit.
Okay. Give me the damage.
That's an 11 as far as my opportunity attack.
All right. So, let me roll to see if this bite hits. It gets +7 for that. 16 plus 7 is 23.
It actually hits.
Is it 20? Wait. Sorry. I've been blessed and cursed with the function of having a calculator on me at all times. I need to do simple math. That is 23. That is 23. I appreciate none of you for judging me for doing simple math in my head and on my fingers.
It's okay.
It isn't okay. My teacher said that I wouldn't have a calculator, and now I do, and now I feel bad because I don't know how to do math.
Nobody does math in real life.
Yeah, he's kind of got a point.
All right. 16 points of damage for you, my boy.
Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
This creature's speed is now 0 for like the rest of its turn.
Okay. I mean, that was the end of his turn.
And how much damage did you say I take?
16.
Okay.
And now it's back to your turn.
So, I should probably drink a healing potion, but I also don't want to. He's in front of me.
Yep.
Is it?
He is.
Just step out of the fire.
Yep.
Alright. Well, I know what I'm going to do with him.
Okay. What are you going to do?
He needs to make me a DC 15 dexterity save.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Table talk. I feel bad because I feel like sometimes you guys don't believe when I roll certain things. He rolled an 18. He rolled a 15 plus 3.
I fully believe you every time you say something like.
Yeah.
Yay.
Alright, well, he manages to dodge this first tangular bolo that I'm throwing at him. However, he needs to make the roll again.
Okay.
because now I'm attacking with the chain of my Kasuri Gama. Actually, hold on. He doesn't need to make the roll. I need to see if I hit.
Okay.
18 to hit him.
18 does hit.
All right, so he's now entangled by my Kasuri Gama chain. I use that as my action. I guess my bonus action, I'm just gonna take a drink of a health potion.
Okay.
But Buddy is now bound.
All right. Will that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn. I'm gonna heal myself.
So before you can really heal yourself, Kobold A, I'm going to call this guy Keith, is going to try to snatch it out of your hands. Or at least knock it down.
My Kasuri Gama chain
No, your potion.
or my health potion?
Your potion.
He came within 5 feet of me.
Huh?
He came within 5 feet to do that.
You did.
Opportunity attack.
All right, give me the damage.
Just damage right away. Okay.
Yo, you have like a plus 20 to that thing.
He'll take 8 damage.
So this kobold also dies with a smile on his face.
It didn't have to be that way. I would have gladly taken him as a hostage. Like in character, I probably feel a little bit sad about that.
Would you? Yizel, what are you going to do?
Ooh, ask me what I'm gonna do. Where
Yeah.
am I? Let's see. I'm trying to find. Wait, where am I at? Is this one me? I think
The
that
bad
one's it.
guys wrapped up for you like a Christmas present, buddy. Give them to work.
Ping me. Ping. No, I'm sorry. Ping the bad guy. That's probably the most likely I'm gonna kill.
This one.
There's no.
Is this one still
Yes.
alive? Or this one? You know what? I kind of want to go for this one right here. Uh, Damn, I only got one attack per. Do I want to hit him with a
Whatever
Has anyone
attack
spell?
hit
you got,
Dimitri
roll
yet?
with advantage because he's bound.
With advantage, bro. That's all I need to do. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna cast my flashbang. He's not gonna be able to give me a deck saving throw because he's tied up, which I love to say. I really
So
do.
I feel like I established this earlier, but I just want to reestablish that that he's. I feel like I should have established this earlier if I didn't. But every time you see Dimitri, that's just a projection that he makes to talk shit.
All right, but he still takes the damage, does he not?
He still takes the damage, but it's not necessarily oh, you have disadvantage on dexterity because you're inside of him in the most
We can't miss.
platonic way possible.
Well, then, if
See
I'm
here,
inside of him, then that should mean even more that I wouldn't miss.
You wouldn't miss, but you can still ping if it doesn't hit. So if you don't break his DC, that's how like a kid hits you, like yeah they hit you, but that shit doesn't hurt because it's like a 1-year-old hitting you. It's that time of deal.
Well, let me ask you this, my man.
Yes.
Like, this is a projection. If
Okay.
his projection is capable of dealing specific damage, I feel like his projection should be capable of taking specific damage.
That's fair. Carry on.
Well, then, with that being said, especially also, you forget, as long as I can see it, I can ignore AC with this spell, which I love so much.
Have fun with it while you have it, but continue.
I mean, at this point, I've had it for how many campaigns?
One.
But either
Well,
way,
yes, it doesn't exist.
let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to eat 14 points of damage because I only cast it at first level.
Oh no.
Because, as much as I want to just say F you and take all of everything I have in me out of him, I'm not going to do that this round.
Will that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Kobold B, the one that everyone ignores, wishes for the sweet relief of death.
Everybody, I have a thing. Keep one of them alive. I don't care. Just keep one of them. I don't care which one. I don't care. Just keep one of them alive.
Hey, Boo Lee.
Force them to breed and then make a kobold army.
Boo Lee.
Sir.
So this guy's gonna swing on you. That opportunity attack is still available, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to jump you with the dagger, and he rolled a 5. Does 5 hit?
5 does not hit.
Want to give me the damage for the opportunity attack?
Wait, is this an wait? Did he move out of range, or is he moving into his range?
He moved within 5 feet of Boo Lee to attack.
I think opportunity attacks only count if you're moving out of range of somebody.
Wait, what did the rules lawyer say?
Rules lawyer here with a ruling. Opportunity attacks only work if you move out of range of something. So if they move in range, it's not an opportunity attack.
All right, but here's the thing: I have my Echo with me, and I also have Sentinel to feed. So anytime he
Sentinel, but I thought Sentinel, it's like you get an attack if they attack somebody else within range of you.
There's 2 versions of me. 2.
Oh, that is weird, huh?
Yeah.
Do you see why I say people shouldn't be able to read? This man reads books and ruins my life.
He's just mad because you're using your rules against him.
Hey,
I don't
at
know
least
enough
someone
about
does.
Echo Knights to agree or disagree, so I'm gonna say that sounds about right.
The rules lawyer has ruled in favor of the kobold, who is now dead once Boo Lee gives me the damage for the opportunity attack.
I mean, he can opt to not attack, but that's on Boo Lee. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
It depends on what I attack with. Like if I make a simple unarmed strike, which is bludgeoning melee damage, such as I don't know, kicking him in the chest with my hoof, he may not die from that.
That's very true.
Homeboy had 5 points of HP.
He's not knocked unconscious.
Kobolds only have 5 points of HP.
He could, if he goes for a non-lethal attack, then he can take it out without killing it. You can always go for non-lethal attacks.
Non-lethal.
Have you
as
met
long
Boo
as it's not
Lee?
spell attack.
The man's
as long
middle
as it's
name
not
is
spell
lethal.
attack, you can do non-lethal.
Sir, the Lee in Boo Lee is for lethal.
Hey, you wanna know what else is funny? Canonically, at least 3 times in this campaign, I've brought one of my enemies I've killed back to health with 1 HP just to kill them again. It's not out of my character to do such a thing.
It isn't. But you rolled a 6 on a 5.
It's okay. Dead don't really mean dead in D&D. We'll talk about it later.
Facts.
I'm afraid of I'm wondering what's gonna happen.
Oneki, the room is alive and pissed. What are you gonna do?
Well, first things first, I'd like to cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh no.
Also, actually, first things first, did my unseen servant get pushed into this room with us?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm going to take my longsword back from my unseen servant, and I'm going to just I'm just going to say, you know, I know that you're a train right now, but you really are a blowhard. And he's immediately going to take 1d4 damage. Oh, let me actually see if he has a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, let me roll that wisdom. Where is it? There it is. I know things. I can do stuff too. Homeboy gets +2 for wisdom.
Hey, kobolds aren't immune to poison, are they?
It depends on the kobold, I believe. Because they're
Are your kobolds immune to poison?
No.
Ooh.
They're already dead. Oh my god, I know exactly what you're gonna do. He rolled a 14, Oneki.
Damn it, he does pass. Alright, I'll bonus action healing word. Who has taken the most damage so far?
Probably Boo Lee.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but I'm also at 22 out of 48 health. So
Oh, you down bad, bad.
you get 4 hit points back.
woo!
Actually, I'm gonna cast that at a higher level. Sorry, give me a second. So that's 4. 2d4. And it's 7 points.
Appreciate you. This is why we protect Lake Queen.
Oh man.
7 points.
All right. Will that end your turn, or do you have a bonus action?
This is why we protect.
That was my bonus action.
Okay.
Yes, that ends my.
All right. Hyphen, it's your go. What do you want to do?
Is there a window I could get out of easily?
No.
Damn. Is there a window a snake could get out easily?
This is a windowless room.
Oh.
You think it would have like a window for the conductor to see out of, but he doesn't really need to see. He needs to go back and forth so he can eat people.
Damn, no wonder these kobolds want to
Okay.
die. This is an unethical work condition.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, it's fucking
so
slave labor.
the kobolds are dead. We're fighting the meat, and the tentacles are actually him, or are they just mimic versions? Are they like a projection?
So the actual train inside is him. The tentacles are him using to hit you.
Hey,
So like the floor is him.
Yes. Everything in the room is him, but you still need to see if you pass his AC check to see if it does him any damage.
can you roll me a Cobalt Constitution check? Just any of them. Doesn't matter. Just roll one lump sum for all of them.
I don't. Okay.
Are they dead?
They are.
The
He's
problem is they touched me.
he's gonna.
So
I
they could
feel
be
like I
dead
know what
or
he's
they
gonna
could be
do.
asleep.
Also, wait. You know, I just realized. No, Vez didn't. No, the one he killed didn't touch you.
Alright, so 2 of them might be asleep.
Also attacked from long range, so I wouldn't have touched it to begin with.
They rolled a 12.
Uh,
Yeah, they would have failed that Constitution save and would have been asleep for 24 hours.
They're already dead though. Hyphen, what are you gonna do?
So, can I roll like an insight to see what Dimitri's soft spot would be?
Sure. Go ahead.
A meaty heart. God damn it! I got a 9.
So what you can tell from your 9 is that you can't really tell much from that 9.
Okay. Follow up question.
Yes.
If I were to throw a javelin, my javelin of lightning straight up into the ceiling, would it make a hole for a snake to then get through?
Potentially.
Okay, so I want to do that. So I'm gonna use bonus action to not be a spider anymore.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to hit the ceiling with my javelin.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I hit it. I got a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits. Give me the damage.
And then, would it even really be damage? So I got 6, but I just need to make a little hole.
I mean, it still does damage. I mean, if you get a piercing, it still hurts.
Well, it's 6. Oh, wait. It's 6, but it's something else because it's a lightning. So I'm going to use the lightning charge, and I need Dimitri to make a DC 13 dex save.
Okay. Dex save coming up. Oh wait, he's still tied up. He can't even make a dex save. So what do you do?
He's made what?
He's still his corporeal form is still tied up. And that's why I'm assuming everyone is aiming at when they try to hit Dimitri, not the tentacles, but the corporeal form that is tied up. So
Okay, well, he takes 9 points of damage.
All right.
From the lightning, and Oh wait, is my javelin in the way? Like, will my javelin fall back down to make a hole, or do I just
You know
lose
what?
my
You're 20. I'm
javelin?
gonna say it falls back down.
Hey,
Okay,
pause
cool.
right quick. Since he's tied up with the metal chain and I am holding the metal chain, to be fair to our DM, I think I'm gonna give myself 9 points of damage as well. I just wanted to state that for the record.
Yeah.
Oh, damage from
So.
what?
Her lightning, because
Ah.
metal and metal.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. So wait, Dimitri's whole form is held down? Like, I missed this part.
So
What?
essentially, Dimitri can make different forms to suit his needs, and it just so happens that he is also fighting you with his person form on top of the tentacles, and they share damage.
Okay. Alright, well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. We're back at the top. Booley, what are you gonna do?
I'm
Sorry, Vesden. Vesden was 20, Mystic 28. I'm sorry, Vez. What are you gonna do?
Oh no. So can I roll to see if I can find a weak because it seems like we're just kind of like just attacking, like it's like we're attacking fingers, but I'm trying to get him in the heart or the brain or something.
Go ahead.
Can I roll can I roll perception?
Go ahead.
17.
So with your 17, you don't really see you're searching for something. You're looking around, you're looking at the room. You see a bunch of switches and panels and lights and buttons, and they're all very overwhelming for just your visual sense. And then you notice a simple boom, 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 and you hear what sounds like a heartbeat. Do you want to roll an investigation check to try to pinpoint where it is?
Oh, yep, I will do that. I don't think it's gonna go well, but fuck it. Yep. I'll roll with 3.
Give me advantage.
I appreciate that.
E.
6.
You notice that something in this room that isn't one of your companions has a beating heart somewhere.
Is the engine in here?
It is.
I'm gonna steady aim. I'm gonna take a shot at the engine.
Okay.
Okay, where we go. And I'm gonna sharpshooter this because I need to cause damage. Does a 24 hit?
24.
I mean, it does a 19 hit.
A 19 does hit.
23 damage.
Double that. So 26 points of damage.
Oh, it's 23 total, so that's
right. But
so
we're
46.
gonna double it because as the arrow enters the flame, Dimitri begins to kind of cough up blood, and the train stutters and slowly begins to chug, trying to get back to what its now normal speed because of Booley's crowbar and rope set it to be. Dimitri kind of looks at you, Vesden, with a very special grade of hatred and disdain and disgust.
I say like very loud to make sure that everyone saw like the thing I attacked, and I say, "Oops, did I do that?" I just look at Dimitri like the most like smug ass face I can make.
So it is now his turn, and one of his tentacles is going to try to hit you. So his tentacle drops down, and I need you to give me a dex saving throw.
Okay, please. 21.
All right, so you dodge out of the way as the tentacle comes crashing down onto the ground with a loud, sickening thump. You.
Poor kobold, I was hiding under.
Oh yeah, he's squished. That dead body is squished. So, that will end Dimitri's turn. Booley, what are you trying to do now that you have the corporeal form of Dimitri tied up? What are you gonna do?
Oh, is Bully still there?
Is he dead? Did Booley die from the thunder damage?
It's my mic. I'm sorry. After watching Vez do what he did, he has inspired me. That is quite a big furnace, and so many wonderful things get going there. So I would like to turn the corporeal form toward the furnace so that he could watch my shadow clone absolutely unload a bountiful Justice of Jaja rifle round into this furnace. So I'ma load it up with this
Okay.
nice armor piercing shot. That's a 25 hit.
While this is going on, can I talk as a free action?
Yes.
Have we come up with an exit strategy? Like, we're on a train, right? I feel like we should come up with an exit strategy.
My
I
exit
was
will
gonna
be
jump
to
out
the
the window
gates
and
of hell.
roll. I was gonna roll. Jump out this bitch and roll. That was my
Are
plan.
there, like, civilians on this train as well?
Oh, I didn't think about them. Fuck them and fuck Shanti. They can all die. It's fine.
So you do double the damage because you're piercing his heart with that. That's 30 points of damage for one hit.
Don't forget, I made him watch me do it.
You want him to do? You know what? Fuck it. I'll do a d6 of psychic damage. How about that?
Woo!
Closed mouths do not kill people.
It's very true.
God, I love my DM.
5. This man is down bad. Blood is coming from Dimitri's mouth. And the train is actually speeding up now.
Heart attack, sign of a heart failure. So I would like to verbalize my verbal component of my turn. Before Buddy Boy dies, is there anybody here who wants to spare this creature?
Nah.
Ezel, Ibuli, would that finish your turn?
So does everybody saying no, they don't want to spare this creature?
Sounds like it.
Yep.
All right, I want to ask him a question now. You know, if you let everybody go, you don't have to die today. But if you refuse, just know the flames of hell are real, and that's my afterlife. So, do you want this drama for the rest of eternity, or do you want to let these people go?
Somebody said flame.
How does Mr. respond?
Bull. I know the flames of hell, and they will come for you too.
That's what I'm hoping on, because I would
Maybe.
love to beat your ass for the rest of eternity. Me, you, and my daddy issues.
Maybe the flames of hell will come for all of us. But for right now, I got some flames that are hotter.
Oh shit! I want to lift him up so my boy can get a clear ass shot.
And you might not want to do that, buddy, because you're gonna have to make a save throw too if you do.
I'm fine.
All right.
If I die, I die. It's whatever. Let's get
All
it.
right, bro. All right, bro.
It's your
Hey,
turn,
so
Ezel.
let me just preface this by saying I apologize for what I'm about to do to you. Not the creature, Nick, to you, because I know you worked hard for this. I know you worked real hard for this. I need you to answer me a simple question before I give you my damage, bro.
Okay.
Is Bully holding him tight enough that there would be no way for him to be able to move? No kind of save.
I mean, he's got to beat both my Kasirigama train, and then he has to beat me with an opposing strength check.
Oh
What
well,
he
yeah,
said.
he's okay. Then we'll bet. Well then, give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buddy here is going to eat a whopping. Not as much as I was hoping for, but I'll accept it. 21 points of flame fiery damage.
And what's the save for it?
Bro, your save
Now,
throw
what's
has
the
to
save? Tell him. What's the save?
Your save throw has to be at least a 24, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. That's why I tried to warn you. I was like, look, bro.
Yeah.
So I also
Tell
want
him
to
what the
say
save is.
that everything between me and him, and then everything behind it up to about 10 feet is going to be on fire.
I'm so sorry you exploded my echo.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you. I'm sorry.
That's what echoes are for.
I'm sorry.
So
I didn't.
you just did 21 damage to Bully as well.
I'm sorry.
Bully's echo.
No, he got you too because you were in direct path of the flames as well.
It was worth it to only have.
It
was worth it to have. It was worth
Wait,
it.
did you just put Bully in the death save territory?
Oh God, did I?
He had 20 HP left.
Oh shit.
He's in death save mode. Oh shit.
Oh, shit. I mean, I killed off old buddy, didn't I?
You did. And speaking
all right
of...
then, well then.
No, you have to let me finish because...
He might have killed Bully given what's about to happen.
Because here's the thing. What you just did, the train starts to go faster and faster and lurch and groan and just shake until there's a giant chaotic boom. All goes dark and everyone except Boo Lee, because, you know, death save throw territory because his bestie, needs to give me a constitution save.
I mean, I could have saved him by now, but somebody was like, no, let me finish.
Hey, if I die, I die, because believe me, I've got extra characters.
He does, and they're all fucking terrible. Every fucking one.
Damn, that's tragic.
Ooh, I got that 20.
That's tragic.
I need a
boy.
constitution saving throw from everyone.
Damn, that's tragic. Boy definitely beefed that roll. That's tragic.
So, if you are looking on roll 20, the train has now crashed and it is on the edge of a ravine. Where is it? I know I had this thing loaded. That's embarrassing. That's crazy. I had this thing set up fine and dandy. So, all of you are on... here it is. Are on the edge of a ravine. The train has now crashed. And I need everyone to give... so, everyone who didn't pass the check needs to take...
What was the pass?
The pass was a 17.
Damn.
To not be fucked up by a train crash. I need everyone to give me 3 D8 from the train crash.
Wow.
If you failed or if you saved?
If you failed.
That's fucked up.
I got a nat 20.
I haven't taken any damage, so I feel like I'm fine.
You said how many what now?
3 D8.
3 D8. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, that's nasty.
I have never been so lucky to roll low. That's
oh wow, the second time in my life, the second time in my ever D&D lifetime that I'm in death saving mode. I love it.
So, okay, now I got it. Boom, perfect. You're in a flaming crash, and the black flames are spreading. In off to the forest to the side of you, a woman walks up, and she looks very worried. Towards the back of the train cars, you see about 10 people or so getting off the train, and they look relatively safe and uninjured from the train crash. The woman looks and sees both Bu Li and Yizel and says, "Come with me to my village. We can help your friends. We can take care of you, but we need to go now."
Hey, question. Can I have a canon tidbit?
A what?
Ca-
Can you have a what?
A canon tidbit. Just for like the sake of story.
Okay.
So like my last dying words to Mr. Man is that my soul would be beating his ass in eternity in the flames of hell.
I mean, you're not dead yet.
I know, but I kind of want to picture like a version of my spirit just punching him in the face, just while my body's unconscious.
Oh, also, even though I'm in death save mode, I also want to at least be able to, since he had his moment, while I'm getting carried to this village, I want to make a note of saying, "I'll be fine. My people believe in reincarnation. Just as my grandfather's soul returned, I shall return too, should this be my final stand."
So, the woman tries to guide all of you. Not Shanti. Tries
I
to.
would like to.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, two things. I would like to first of all cast like healing word on both of them just to stabilize them,
Mm-hmm.
to get them out of death saves territory. But also, like, if I hear Azil say that, I'm gonna be like, isn't reincarnation based on like your behavior in the current life? Are you really? What do you think? What do you think you're gonna reincarnate into?
I should probably heal you guys too.
A beautiful.
Oh yeah, they
butterfly.
should be up and walking.
Yeah, they should be at like 1 HP by now.
Wait, I can help.
Okay.
We're at 1 HP now?
Minimum.
Okay.
I have a cure. Cast it. Can I cast two different spells, or is that wrong?
Go ahead. It's fine.
That can do cure wounds twice.
Sure.
Okay. So
So I'm at 1
one
HP.
person gets 16, and one person gets 10.
I'll take the
So
10.
Because I also have second wind.
Okay,
Do
you
I
also get a
have?
you get a 6 from me for the bully for taking the 10, and Izel gets a 4 from me as well.
So
There you
I
go,
have
Phil.
14 health.
So I get 20 health? Is that right? 20?
I don't know. I get
Yes.
16 somebody.
Yes, 16 for you, 20, 16 for both of you, I think.
Alright, so now that I've technically returned from the brink of the afterlife, I just want to make a
Absolutely.
statement.
Okay.
Y'all, I just want to say I got to meet what most people would call God. And she is thick. I gotta change my life.
Aneki just nods. She does not believe that, but she is just nodding.
Hang on.
So the
My
woman
parents
leads
yelling.
you through the wood line. It's Ezel, Vesden, Oneki, and Buli, along with the 10 passengers from the back who weren't eaten by Dimitri. As you cross the tree line, a mist slowly fades and slowly crawls and engulfs the train. Somewhere in New Vernatu, somewhere in which country, 3 hags stand around a fire mumbling to one another. A fourth runs in screaming, "They're gone! The one protecting our youngling is gone! She can't protect them now!" The 3 other hags turn towards her and ask, "But where is she? We can't sense our rune on this plane. where could the youngling be?
Damn.
And that's where we're going to end today's session. And congrats, you guys are now level 5.
Woo! I had to die
I'm
for
just saying, can they just
Yeah.
come and like fuck
And
you
you tried
already?
to say we wouldn't survive.
Wait, what were you saying, Hyphen?
I was saying, can they just come and fuck me up already? They've been like, lurking in the corner for like 4 episodes. Like, damn. Tired. Too much stress.
I mean, the one protecting you is gone now, so
I know,
we'll
that's
see.
what I'm saying. They fucked up my homie. Ridiculous.
The real question is who is protecting you?
I mean, if that homie was in charge of protecting you, she really did a horrible job. Like a horrible job. If we recap,
Damn.
Shit.
I mean, I feel like much worse things could have happened to me in this
she
span of time.
literally didn't intervene on your behalf once, as far as we know.
Yeah, but I mean, Hags are also chasing me. I feel like she had her hands
Your
full.
head off with an axe because I thought you were the demon dog we were hunting on the first train,
That is true.
and she was just not gonna say anything.
Just
So call
chilling.
protection, right?
That is true.
Damn.
Yikes.
This man said that you're fucking security details and op. Okay.
I mean, it is. I'm supposed to be her campaign friend. I should bring this up to her. Like, Bully would tell her this.
Well,
Yeah.
this doesn't sound like it's gonna be fun dealing with Hags next session.
It's not. It's not. Especially because I didn't tell you guys any of the shit, so, you know.
We'll figure it out.
On our way to... Were we actually ever on our way to the tournament, or...
Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
were,
the tournament to get cured.
yeah, you guys were on the way to the tournament to try to cure yourselves from hearing your daddy issues, but
what happened to Miss Anacelia, or whatever her face is from the guild?
Shanti,
Yes.
you'll have to find out.
So many questions.
I like to leave you on a cliffhanger so you have to come back for more.
I was
I
gonna...
Did we heal up before the next session?
Yes.
Video of them doing this dance. And it's so fun. If they really love you, they will send you a video of them doing this dance.
What is happening?
I don't know what's happening. I'm terrified.
That was just it. Oh yeah, Yazeel, if you still need what's it called? Info on sorcerer stuff, I can help.
Bet.
Oh.
Yeah, just message me.
Alright.
I hope I didn't come across as rude or trying to like argue you down or anything today. I thought about that.
You hope what now?
Wait, what?
I was telling our DM, like, I hope I didn't come across as rude or trying to argue you down.
Sir, the way I see it, if you can give me a valid reason for what you're trying to do, I can't feasibly argue other than saying nana to boo boo, I'm the DM, and that's toxic and not even the fun type of toxic. So hey, Isaac uses the official rules to fuck me. You just try to play pretend and see what happens. I can argue against your pretend. I can't argue against old white men with neck beards writing things. I can't argue with them. I can argue with you.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, come on, they're wizards of the coast. We know what they are.
Damn, that's
That was
violating.
a compliment. So you call
That
him a
was so
neckbeard.
like.
That's
Jeez.
I feel
violating.
called out on her behalf. Like, damn.
What? The wizards of the coast? Wait, who do y'all think I was talking about?
Well, you said that Booby was old white neck.
No. But no, young
That's what you
Isaac
said.
uses the rules set by wizards of the coast, who are a bunch of old white men, to fuck me. Young
Why do you
Brinson
need
makes.
white men
That's
to
not
pay
what we
for
all
what?
heard.
Tell me the Wizard of the Coast aren't just a bunch of old white men staring at each other. You're like, you know what would be really cool? Dragons. Out of school. Yeah.
I actually have no
I
idea.
guess that is.
The people who are in charge of D&D and Magic the Gathering, I want to say.
Hey,
I
Nick,
I
think
do
their
wanna-
marketing team, they try and present as like have some women in the mix. But I don't know what's actually going on behind the scenes. So who knows?
I don't.
can
I
we
do want to
do
do
weddings
like
in D&D? I want to
the
ship
college supplements. Like I want to go to prom in
Okay,
D&D.
so here's the kicker. I'm gonna tell you guys ahead. I'm just gonna tell you guys now that I am basing Giltree's Magic School completely on that module that's coming out for the schools.
Yay.
Because I was gonna try to talk with Vez and like, hey, what type of school would Giltree make? But this is 90 times easier to just copy and paste and like edit it just a little, so I'm not plagiarizing completely.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm 100% for like magic co-eds, people just like getting shit faced on campus
Hey,
at
are your
magic
magic
school.
schools gun-free zones?
Probably, since people would just use magic.
I want to ask because, like, I was perfectly fine with shooting up a weapon, but if they ask me to leave my guns at the door, I will. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you snuck one in, Vez would. Giltree would probably just have some kind of magic stuff that would disintegrate it on having some boundary.
Oh
Just
yeah,
go poof.
I truly think that the field. So in A10, like there's only like 3 official like settlements, and they're all on floating platforms with domes because A10 is essentially a giant storm-filled sandstorm of a island, continent, country, whatever. And I feel like Giltree would totally, in his bubble, have rooms that's like, hey, if this is a weapon, just automatically disintegrate the second you walk in. I feel like Giltree is not with the shits.
Yeah, I don't think Giltree's with the shits either.
I feel like he hung out with Mavericks for too long. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this.
I love that effect on people. It can be my friends doing a live stream on a video game to D&D. It's always consistent, and I just love that.
I kind of wish I played a level 20 version of Giltree
You are
for
a
the
menace.
for the one shot. That would have been a very OP character.
Nick, I just want you to know I don't have experience with him as a DM, but just him as a menace. I have experience with him as a menace. And he is every bit of a menace as you think he is when he's just randomly in my chat while I'm live streaming. My man is a menace.
No, I just need you to know, as a DM, young Isaac is a fucking menace because he uses the staple rules. I can argue against homebrew. I can argue against like anything that isn't official because it's like, hey, it's my cookout, it's my grill. It is what it is. You don't come to someone else's like cookout and try to get on the grill like, hey, I do this at my house, so fuck you. I'm like, no, this is my house. But this man uses the rules to ruin a day. I can't argue against the rules because they're in the book.
You know what? Fine. I want you to know something. Next campaign, I am going to find the most strict, and I mean I'm going to be as by the rules as I can to fuck your day up every single session.
I can't argue against
that is going to be my mission. To be as by the rules. I'm gonna be so by the rules that you don't even want me to play with the rules anymore. You want me to go back to homebrew.
Sir.
That is going to be my mission next season.
I already have that from Isaac.
Okay, and now you're gonna have it from both of us. I want to ruin your day.
You don't read.
Oh, but I'm going to.
You're like DW.
I want you to know I don't.
You can't read.
I might have to read on what's it called, an Echo Knight. I'm curious now.
Yo, I love. So here's the thing. My favorite subclasses are War Cleric, Twilight Cleric, Battle Bard, Victory Bard,
Valor Bard.
Valor Bard. Thank you. And now Echo Knight because of this man.
I think Blade Singer is going to be consistently.
Not absolutely ruin the whole thing.
Because
like the reason I got outside of the train on like the first time, like I was gonna go straight to the lead car and throw that bomb, down the chute of the train. You know where the smoke comes out up front?
I
That's
actually would
where
have
the
gone
dog
straight to the
was
engine, so
originally supposed to go.
that would have expedited the fight
That would have
completely.
just ended the whole thing and have you guys crashing 20 minutes into the session. Well, that's all I got for you guys this week. Bye,
I
guys.
had time to think about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
He does
Mm-mm-mm.
things by
Actually
the
blows up the
book, and I
engine.
can't argue against the book.
Mm. Mm.
There
But
might
I
be
was like,
more
if I
specific
really
rules
don't
on
blow up
Echo
the
Knight
train,
that you
I
could
want to
harp
just
on,
blow up
but
the
I don't know
ceramic
them well
car.
enough.
He made me read. I just need y'all to know this. That no, I've never had a player who made me actually read because everybody's a vibe and I have my rules lawyer to back me up. This man made me read, and I'm deeply
Mm.
offended by this.
Mm.
The
I
fact
feel
that
like
Vance
as a
paused when I brought up the Echo Knight thing, like, it filled me with a pride that it really shouldn't have.
feel like what's it called? The thing is, as a rules lawyer, I will admit I have my knowledge is more depth than breadth. So there's like certain classes I know a lot about, like sort like a lot of the spell casting. But then when it comes to things like Echo Knights, I'm like, this sounds
Sir,
weird. I
I
don't know
need you
about
to
this.
read. You are my lawyer. I need you to read.
I'm
Not
going to
when
read
I'm
on the
playing
Echo
an
Knight.
Echo Knight.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna read on
Just
the
keep
Echo
that in
Knight because
mind.
I feel like I should know more because there's some instances where I'm like, it sounds a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if this works like that.
So, Oneki, I
Uh-huh.
okay. I want to apologize if because I was trying to like, what's the nightmare that Oneki has, and we talked about like, hey, Oneki would definitely hate to be married off like a doll, especially to a
Uh-huh.
fucking trust fund baby. I felt very awkward trying to do that, and it felt very awkward, and I want to apologize.
That's okay. I didn't mind it. Like, I think it's true that that's like a nightmare scenario for a Neki, but at the same time, like in the dream, like I was trying to go off of like what is she feeling in the dream, and that was what I was playing my like role play off of. But like I didn't mind the scene at all.
Okay.
Like I do want to apologize myself because like I know like the whole like slitting her own throat thing can be like a little bit intense, but I was just like trying to play into the moment. So I hope you didn't mind that.
No, I'm a dark
And my
individual,
apologies.
ma'am.
I like that because it was unexpected, but also very sensible for what I felt Oneki would do. Like
Yeah,
You,
rather
I
than like
yeah.
appreciated that.
I feel like you pulled a
give me
bull
liberty or
Lee, if
give me death,
anything.
give me liberty or give me death type shit.
That dead
Hey,
ass.
DM.
Yes.
So you know how that are you familiar with the feat Polar Mastery?
No, you cannot have it. I actually know what that is, and no.
Oh shoot! Because the range of his Kusurigana train.
No.
That will be ugly.
Sir, do you know how hard it is to balance encounters already between DC 24 checks and you reading? It is hard to balance.
Wait, how does the Kusurigana? Wait, DC 24 checks?
No, no,
How?
no.
Oh,
Ezel's the last move he did, his homebrew, you have to pass a DC 24 deck save to do it.
I
Mind
want
you,
it
that's
is and to give some backstory as to why is because when I was making this homebrew, it was quite literally I had to think about what literally is the basis of this move because I literally copied it from an anime and I had to literally watch and rewatch the scenes that have this spell or the attack so that way I could figure out like okay what kind of thing would they be able to do like quite literally it is supposed to be broken like even in the show like when he pulled it out everybody's like bro that was fucking ass I
but
can't
you
believe you just
remember
did
he
something.
does lose limbs when he does it.
He didn't lose a limb no
He
he
almost
was
lost a
unable
limb.
to he was unable to use it he still had his arm he
I
Barely.
might
still
have
had
to
his arm
I might have to rule lawyer this one because you can. I don't think you can circumvent your class's base spell save DC. There might be another way to make it broken, but I don't know if you can take the whatever your class is set DC, which would be maybe I think it would be around 16, given depending on like how high your charisma, like 16 or 15. Like I think the level like our level 20s, like my level 20 sorcerer had a spell save DC of 24, and that was after adding a bunch of bullshit.
I'm sad that every creature we fight is like poison immune. Cause like I've got poisons that yeah they'll straight up kill people, but the poison like today's poison, literally every single one of them would have just put the creature to sleep for 24 hours.
So again, dead ass, I totally spaced because I try to write notes on you specifically, and I did not write in my book about you having poison tipped armor when I added the abyssal mimic as the final boss, and I was like, oh, this is awkward as shit.
Yeah, cause anytime you hear me prepare, like I say I'm preparing my armor, like canon wise, my character's mixing like a special coat of war paint, but what that war paint consists of is like stuff like the oil of Taggart, which on contacts deals a certain kind of poison damage that will basically put you to sleep.
See, I thought you were just shining your armor because you wanted to be cool.
That's fair.
Question.
Psych.
Yes, Oneki.
Does anyone have counterspell? Because I can take dispel magic at 5th level.
Do you have
I don't
counterspell?
think Yaziel could pick up counterspell since he's a sorcerer, but that would be depending on if you want to add non-homebrew spells. You have the ability to, but you don't. But that's one. Yeah.
Yes, and you said
But actually, I don't.
You said it was counterspell, correct?
Yeah, no, you're level 5, so you would just be able to pick it up like this would be the first chance you could pick it up since if you multi-class then you wouldn't be able to pick it up.
Oh man, I don't want to get rid of fighter.
Yeah, because what's it called? Counterspell is a 3rd level spell, so you need at least to have access to it.
Well, I do have level
3. I don't think it's one of the bird spells, but I could pick up dispel magic. Otherwise, I'm thinking of picking up Intellect, Fortress, and Fear. But if we need like a magic counter, I can get dispel magic.
I think we're like early enough of a level where I don't think you'd really need counterspell. Like level 5, I don't think things are super counterspell heavy, but we'll see how. Unless that'll only come in handy if like we're against a spellcast and we need to like beat some stuff. So I think we'd be okay for now. But it would be nice if somebody had counterspell, and I definitely won't be able to pick it up because I'm a simple rogue who cannot use magic.
I'm also very limited in magic. I have 3 spells total, and 2 of them are because of feats.
Actually, I can use some magic. I just never get the chance to use it.
I also do feel like the difference is that like counterspell can stop a spell from taking effect, and dispel magic I can only I will only be able to act after the spell has taken effect. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So like if like say you had a wizard who like casts mage armor and stuff, dispel magic is really helpful to dispel whatever buffs that they cast on themselves before a fight. Like there are some creatures that just like naturally cast like buffs on them, so it comes in handy. But both are useful.
I was thinking, so after Bully's dream about his family and having quote unquote experienced another life, he's way more self aware of his emotions and his actions. And so part of me wants to, I guess, round Bully out some more. So my role play changes. Is me trying to think, all right, so my character, his initial thought is to do this, but if he thinks about it a second time, now knowing what he knows, what would he do? And it's a fine line between like metagaming and trying to make sure that like my character's actions have some total weight to who he is as a person.
I think as long as you're not using, at least in my opinion, as long as you're not using information that your character wouldn't know, that's the part that with metagaming that's a big no. If you're like using information that your character wouldn't know based on their backstory.
Bet.
You know, honestly, I think if it was so from what I have experienced of bullies so far, it's hey, I'm gonna fuck shit up and it's whatever. But if you want to go the route of re-examining Bully's like life now that he knows that in some plane of existence, whether it was a dream or real, that he could be a happy man, a wholesome happy man, I think it would be a situation of like, yo, what would my daughter think if I did this? And that can turn to a very toxic route of delusions of my daughter this, my son this, my wife this, and it's like these people don't exist. You're going crazy. What are you doing? But that's just my opinion. It's look, it's your character. It is what it is. But
D&D needs a therapist.
I mean, Oneki's right there. She tried to be a therapist for a monster.
I was giving like that was some A1 role playing right there.
Thank you. Thank you. And also like it really is like fun to incorporate things like that. Like I was playing a monk who was cursed, like not like in the game cursed, but like in real life, like I just could not roll well for him. I almost died on like a swim check once because I rolled so shit for him. But he was also like he had been like in a war and he was suffering from like PTSD from like participating in the war and also from things that happened during the campaign. Like we fought a dragon and like I was possessed by like evil creatures that forced me to attack my friends and like I just went through a lot of like really harrowing things as that character. And my DM started this mechanic where I would roll like wisdom saving throws whenever something that could trigger like a bad memory or a flashback happened to him. And depending on that, like I would have to take I would have negative effects because like I was experiencing like negative effects from like all of the trauma that he had gone through that he had not actually like processed with anyone.
See, part of
That
me,
was bad.
part
I
of me
mean, with
wants.
Giltree.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I'm saying part of me wants to like wait till we get to a major city so like my character can actually look into like buying property, like an actual house somewhere to settle down eventually. Cause I think that's gonna be part of his actual goals now. Like he's gonna get that wife and kids eventually, even if he has to found MinotaursOnly.com. He's gonna do it.
So yeah, and I do want to make the coming sessions will be more role play based. I'm personally still learning how to work combat and make it flow more efficiently, but we'll get there.
Work in progress.
And who
Hell
knows?
Trying
yeah.
to make sure I'm more fair in combat to you, sir. Because I realize it's got to be aggravating a little bit.
We'll get there. I'm getting better session by session.
I'm
Osiris will be
still trying.
proud of me one day.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use an assassin rogue when you're in a party with murder hobos and don't get surprised. Like the whole mechanic is.
You know you could like communicate with us telepathically, right? Like I will wait if you tell me you're up to something.
Wait, can we communicate? Oh, so you can hear me. So if I thought that and I was like, hey, wait a second,
Yeah.
let me get the drop. Ah, noted. I will
Look,
keep that in mind.
look.
Cause like even if I roll initiative ahead of you, I could ready an action for later, and choose to take my turn after you.
Hey, he made it part of his backstory. It's a part of the backstory.
Makes sense. I probably it's usually just the way assassin rogues. You just have to get the. I'd probably have to be the initiate combat, the initial with the sneak attack, because that is some juicy damage right there. Well, I think I have to. I'm gonna have to go now, though. It's getting kind of late, and I need to
Yeah,
shower before I go to sleep.
I'm gonna head out as well because I have a very annoying day at work tomorrow.
Oh, I have a bunch of shit I need to do too. Grad school starts on Monday, so
Hey, that's the grad school starts for Ash as well on Monday. It's crazy.
yeah,
About September, so
yeah. Relay my congratulations
Yay, I shall.
and
But
also hanging in there. I need that too.
hey, remember it's only 8 years.
I'm doing a master's, so it's like a year and a half for me. I'm kind of lucky.
Show off.
No, that's the opposite of flex. If 8 years, that sounds like a PhD program. So that's right there.
Dogs, it's suffering. I don't got the strength. I don't have the mental fortitude to do it.
More power.
But I hope everyone has a good night. And I will see you guys for next session when we figure out what happened to Shanti.
Good
Okay.
night,
Yay.
y'all. I'm looking
Good
forward to it.
night.
That's
All right.
all.
Night, guys. Have a great
Good one.
weekend.
Good
Night.
night.
You too, man.
Ugh.
I'm
All
out.
right.